Welcome back to the Hive League. Our season's over, but I decided to put my weeks 2 through 10 matches in this video. So we're gonna start our first one. Right now we're 0-1. We lost to Matt 0-2 week 1, and this week we placed Trey, and I believe he got a pretty good victory week 1. I can't remember exactly though. Pretty sure it was like pretty decisive. Can't even speak. All right. So as you can see, I brought Zapdos, Florges, Weavile, Vaporeon, Mega Aggron, and Stuntank. Yeah, his team actually like scared mine, cause Mega Houndoom, it does a lot to my team. I only have one resist, and that's for Vaporeon. Toxapex walls a lot of my team, besides Zapdos. This Electros, I don't even know how I was going to kill. I think I originally thought Florges would kill this thing. I'm actually not afraid of the Keldeo as much, because between Zapdos, Vaporeon, and Mega Aggron, I think I can wall pretty well. Again, with the shame, I'm not afraid of it, because I have Weavile, I have Zapdos, I have Mega Aggron, I have Stuntank, and the Bronzong. I'm not afraid of that because Zapdos, Weavile, Stuntank. But I don't really remember my sets that much. I remember this is an offensive Zapdos, offensive Florges. I believe this was HP Flying, or HP Flying, no, I meant to say Flying Z, Aerial Ace, Weavile, specially defensive, or physically defensive Vaporeon. I don't remember the Aggron set, and HP Attack, Stuntank. A lot of my teams got deleted off my laptop, so I can't really go back and look at them. But let's just start the match. So I started off with Stuntank. He starts off with Houndoom. Now, for some reason, he didn't Mega turn 1. That would have did a little bit more damage. It wouldn't have killed. I calculated it wouldn't have killed, but I would have definitely been within, I think, like 10%. So that was a misplay by him by not Megaing that Fire Blast. I got some luck, got some poison turn 1. He goes to Bronzong. So I just crunch. There's nothing. Gyro Ball doesn't kill. See, if he would Mega turn 1, this would be dead. So I go Pursuit because it's a no drawback play. I was killing that Bronzong anyway. Because of Toxapex, I decided to crunch it because this thing's already dead. Lose it to Scald. So then I go into Zapdos, and he's gonna switch to his Electros. I go for my Agility to set up, because I was afraid of Scarf Keldeo. Well, I wasn't really afraid of it, but I was prepping for Scarf Keldeo and Mega Houndoom. I knew I'd survive that Secret Sword. If he had Hydro Pump, I'd have been dead. But I was pretty sure he was Scarfed, so I went for the Earthquake there. Agility again, this Electros. And I Thunderbolted. I don't remember why I Thunderbolted. I thought he would switch because of Heat Wave, but I think I have Thunderbolt, Hidden Power Ice, and is that everything? I think Thunderbolt, Hidden Power Ice, and Roost, and Agility. That was it. Thunderbolt, Hidden Power Ice, Roost, and Agility on this set. So this is just Psychic versus Roost and Hidden Power Ice. I knew I could beat this thing down unless he got a Spedest drop on the Zapdos. So I just went for the win with the the killing of the Shaman. Another thing, I thought he was maybe holding Ice Punch with that. I wasn't sure. I don't know why he didn't just try to beat me down there. He probably could have won that one. So then, yeah, it's Electros versus Zapdos now. And he goes for the Acid Spray. That was good prep. I don't know why he didn't do that originally. That definitely scared me out. So I went to the Vaporeon, and I think I Wish here, as he Calm Minds. Yeah, I Wish as he Calm Minds. a Toxic, I believe. Yeah, okay, so a Toxic there. Try to wheel down that Keldeo even more. Put it in range of Weavile. But since it's Calm Mind, to me, I was like, alright, so it's Calm Mind, so it's not Scarf. Which is good, because the Weavile can now kill it. So I think that's where I got to Weavile. Yep. Chupacabra. Weavile. Such a bad name. So I go for the Aerial Ace, and it does nothing. So here I think I switch in Florges. Nope, I switch in Zapdos. On the Toxic. Probably should have sacked the Florges there. I'm not sacked that, I probably should switch to the Florges. I know it's a poison type, but I think I was carrying Psychic on it. That Acid Spray, good tech though. Like, I could have did some damage if he played it better. He goes for Breakneck Blitz. Just knock off. And then it's just Toxapex. So he's going to Scald here, trying to get that burn. I think here's where I go for Flying. Yeah, Flying Z, Aerial Ace. Try to do as much damage as possible. I don't know if he had Recover on this Toxapex. I can't remember. I don't think he did. Oh, he does. He does have Recover. He does have Recover. I remember that now. So then I bring in Zapdos because I'm like, no matter what set, I 2-hit KO this. So yeah, he can recover all he wants. I just did 78. This is an offensive Zapdos, so it killed in. So that was my match against Trey. Good match, Trey. Your team is actually really scary. So at this point, I'm now 1-1. So then next week I play iPro. Now he's really good. I believe I'm 1-1 and he's 1-1 at this point. So it's kind of a fair match, but he's a really good match, and he has a really good matchup against me. And that Weezing Blitzy Core with Unaware Clefable or Magic Guard, even Magic Guard Clefable. Oh, that was scary, scary stuff to try to prep for. Yes, honestly, just look how bulky his team is. It's like semi-stall-ish. So, I'm just getting this. I brought, I think, offensive Florges again. Mega Aggron. Cosmic Power Florges. Or not Florges. Cosmic Power Sigalith. I think this is max HP, max special attack. Tangela. Is that with Eviolite? Yeah. I think max HP, max special attack. Zapdos. And Choice Band, Life Orb, Weavile? I don't remember the Weavile set actually. But let's just get to the match. So, I lead with Zapdos as he leads with his Weezing. So I was like, I'm gonna do some damage to that. I think, yeah. So here's where he goes to Blitzy, which is obviously a good counter to this thing. Blitzy actually does a lot to my team. So he toxics me, which I don't mind because it's Sigalith. Magic Guard is the only ability you run on this thing. Cosmic Power. And then a Psycho Shift. That's because I was prepping for Unaware and Magic Guard versus the Sigalith. Clefable versus the Sigalith. And as you see, he took damage, so he's Magic Guard or Unaware. But he has the Heal Bell, which sucks for me. So I'm like, alright, I can Roost, and then I can go for probably another Cosmic Power. Yep. So he's unaware, so obviously, like, he's not going to take more damage unless, like, I get this move higher in damage, which is what I was trying to do. But he gets the crit there, which is kind of unfortunate. So I'm down to 5-6 right now. I predicted the Landorus and went for the Avalanche there. This is where I start trying to make some predictions. I knocked off. I don't remember why I knocked off, but I knocked off Toxicid. What did I expect him? Oh, I expected him to go into Clefable there, so I Sludge Bomb trying to do some damage. I was wrong. So I go back to Aggron as he switches into his really physically defensive wall. No, he taunts. I go for the heavy slam, trying to do as much damage as possible. And right here, I predicted the Will-O-Wisp because I was looking as I was kelking. As I was kelking, I was looking at sets, and I completely forgot this thing got Will-O-Wisp until I kelked it, and was looking to see how much like damage it would do. And I looked at Will-O-Wisp. I was like, oh shoot, he can Will-O-Wisp me right there. So I predicted out or went out to Zapdos to predict that. And then here's where I make another switch, and I go into Aggron as I think he's going to go into Blitzy. And so I go for the heavy slam as he brings in the Slowbro. So not a good, but I have Toxic on this thing. He's going to Scald, and he gets the burn. So that's, yeah, it's another bad thing for me, but what you gonna do? It's a match against a really good player. So I bring out Tangela as he brings out this. I think I would go for the Lucia here. No, I go for a knockoff, knocking off his Black Sludge. Then I switch out back into Aggron, and he taunts again. Okay, so I go for the heavy slam here, and I don't think this thing kills. Oh, it does kill. Alright, I was wrong. It does kill. So I got to Weavile, and I have the Ice Shard, so I knew to pick it off. Or to knock. Oh, I went for knockoff. Wow, what was I doing? That could have been Scarfed. Alright, so I switch out to Zapdos here. Sledge Bumps. I think I got Roost right here. As he goes into Blitzy. Yeah, I Roost as he goes into Blitzy. And then I go out to Florges. And this is a Calm Mind Florges. I remember this set now. It's a Calm Mind Florges. With Safeguard. So I was like, I'm protecting this thing because I know if I'm trying to set up, they're going to Toxic me. So he's going to go for Swish, and he's going to Seismic Toss me, I believe. Yeah, Seismic Toss me. And I have no recovery on this Florges, I believe, so I just trying to get up as high as I can, and I did damage. I was just starting to do damage to this thing now. And now he goes for the Toxic, which is a smart move by him. So now I can just go for another Moonblast, but he's going to go out to his Unaware Clefable. Oh, no, I go for Psychic as he goes for Unaware Clefable. Found Moonblast would do a little more damage. Potential attack or special attack drop, but that don't matter with Unaware, obviously. So here, here is the drawn out battle. So, I go for Thunderbolt on Zapdos, or with Zapdos, and I go for it again. No, I go for Roost here as he Moonblasts. And he drops my special attack here, but it's Unaware, so it don't matter. Even my special attack doesn't matter if it drops. So I just go for the Thunderbolt. I'm like, screw it. I'm just gonna try to do as much damage to this thing as I possibly can. At this point, I lost. I didn't think I could break that in that Chansey's core. So I keep going for the Thunderbolt. And on turns I think he's gonna protect, I Roost. Which is why, I mean, that, yeah, he won't blast there, but yeah. Turns I think he's going to protect, I go for the Roost. And I get the Paralyze here, and I'm like, okay, so if I para him, maybe I can win, but it's still going to be tough, because he has that Blitz to switch into, and I can Paralyze him there, but he got his Wish already up. So now I'm trying to Paralyze on Wish turns. So I'm like, shoot. Alright, this is when I start realizing he's trying to stall me out of Thunderbolts. So he throws up another Wish. And on his Protect, I think I go for a Heat Wave. No, I go for another Thunderbolt. I know at one point in time I know he's trying to stall me out of Thunderbolts. Yeah, so I Heat Wave on the Wish. Just a Thunderbolt there. So he gets another Paralysis, I go for another Thunderbolt, and he gets his Wish up again. And like I said, this is a long drawn out battle. So I go for the Thunderbolt, and he gets paralyzed one more time, and I'm like, okay, this is where I can win. If he stays in, sacks this, I win. Well, I don't win, but I do some damage and get rid of like that Mon. Then he brings in Slowbro, And I switched out for some reason. I don't remember why I switched out, but I switched out. Don't remember why. And I think yeah, Leech Seed here. And he slacks off. And then I go for the knockoff, I believe, right here. Yeah, I go for a knockoff, trying to do some damage to that Slowbro. I knew I couldn't do much to it, but I was trying to do some. Paper Wastes, I knock off, or Leech Seed. So Tangela picked up 2 kills. That's more than I thought I was going to get for the season. And then, from then on out, Zapdos just wins. Thunderbolt. And Thunderbolt. I said, I was confused at first, because I wasn't sure if, like, the Slowbro was any special defensive. It might have been able to live a Thunderbolt, but didn't. And I'm really sorry for that Pax Eye Pro. Like, that is the only reason I won. But now at this point, I am 2-1, which is, you know, not bad. Coming into this league, I thought it was gonna be really bad. So 2-1, I'm already taking it really good. So then, my next match is against Arthminius, and I'm not actually gonna show this battle on the replay here, because it's like a 100-turn battle. I will put the replay in the description below, but he just 5-0s me. He kicks my butt, so I'm 2-2 now. So 2-2, and I play Colin, and Colin's team is scary. So after the battle with Arthminius, I dropped Stunk Tank and Garbodor, and I picked up Exploud and Golurk. So, because I was like, I need more offensive mons. My team's not doing enough. There's not enough pressure. Put enough pressure on my opponents. So, I grabbed Exploud and Garbodor, and Golurk, and I decided to bring Golurk this game. And I remember this is a Rock Polish, no guards, Golurk set. I can't really remember anything else. I think that's another Cosmic Power Sigalith. I think that's physically defensive Florges. So, as you can see, his team is like really, like, well balanced. Great offensive ones in Kyurem and Infernape. Also Magnezone. Good defensive pivots. Paloswine. And Alolan Muck. Defogger. So, really good team. So I started off with Florges, and I just decided I wanted to do some Moonblast on that thing. I was trying to do some damage on it. So he knocked off my Choice Scarf, which I was like, shoot, knock that Scarf Kyurem. I am screwed. I predicted that. I predicted the Decidueye, so I went for the Crunch. Because I figured that's what his best play was to go for, was the Decidueye. I mean, he's going to Ice Shard here. Oh, the Ice Shard crash. Oh, yeah, because I can kill it right away. So I just keep going for the Wish. I think I'm Moonblast here again. Yeah, trying to do more damage on this. And I know he can't kill me. So he goes that, and I believe I Heavy Slam. Yeah, I Heavy Slam. He Thunderbolts, and I Earthquake, because I was like, oh, I'll just take that thing out, I don't care. And he's going to go for the Infernape, which I was like, if it's special, it kills. And it was special, so it killed. So this is where I go into Assassin, and I set up my Rock Polish right here. Now there's a thing, if this is Scarf, I think it might outspeed. But, now that sucks for Colin, because that crit mattered. That Stone Edge was not going to kill that Kyurem without the crit. So, again, sorry for the crit. I know it's a high critting move, but it still sucks whenever your win con gets crit. So, yeah. Then from then on out, I sweep with this Golurk because he has nothing for it. I mean, he Ice Sharded. Earthquake's going to take that out, and then Earthquake's going to take out the Infernape. So, I felt bad though, because that crit really did matter. Sorry about that, Colin, but it was a good match. And so right now I am 3-2. So, yeah. Yeah, 3-2 because of the loss to Arf. So then I play Ashy week 6. But Ashy's internet was down that week, so we got a substitution for him. I found Jin, and I was really afraid to play this team. This team scared me, and I gave it to a guy that I know is a great player. It sucked for me. So Jin starts off with his low punny and fakes out against my Golurk, so I switched into Florges. He had the Magnet Rise, and I figured he had the Magnet Rise, but I forgot about Toxic, so I was like, how much of Shadow Punch do you need? I should have probably prepped better for Magnet Rise Cliff Key, but I thought he was going to switch there. Alright, so he just goes Sweats. I just keep doing the Shadow Punch because there's nothing he can do. Like, I mean, he's wearing me down. There's nothing he can do for that. So he switches into Licky Licky, which is smart. So I was trying to go for another Rock Polish sweep, and it did not work. So then this Licky Licky, I think it walls me like pretty well. I can't remember the set I brought or it brought, but I'm pretty sure it walls a lot of my Mons. So here's where he goes into Needle King, and he just takes me out. I was hoping for physical. I don't know why I didn't think special, but I was hoping for physical. Now here's where I set up the sub or Dragon Claw. Nope, Dragon Claw. So I set up my Sword Stance here as he goes for the Wish, and then I set up or I go for Earthquake, which kills. Now he goes to Thunderous, and he kills me, my Garchomp. Remember that play, the Thunderous for the Garchomp. So I go out to the Thunderous, and I just Focus Blast because I expected Needle King to come in. So I have to switch back out, sack the Garlic, and then go to Weavile. And this is where he's going to go right into Clef Key, which completely walls this thing. This is an Agility Power-Up Punch, yeah. And he's going to go for Dazzling Gleam, which is going to 2-hit KO me. I go for Z All Out Pummeling, which was Z Power-Up Punch. And I even got a crit in it. Yeah, not killing. So obviously he's gonna go for the Sludge Wave and not kill me, and I go for the Wish because I don't know why I did that. I played bad this game. So Jin beat me 5-0 for Ashy, but this matchup right here, this is the wrong Thunderous for Ashy's team. Ashy had Thunderous Eye, and my Garchomp outsped Thunderous Eye unless he had Scarf on it, which he told me that this was not Scarf or Sash. If it would have been that, he probably would have got the win because that would have been negligible damage. Like, yeah, negligible. He would have been able to still win. But, so, because of this set and because I would outsped, I could have did a lot of damage to his team with this Garchomp. He had to actually get a forfeit 3-0. So right now I am, what was I, 3-2? I'm 4-2 right now. So I'm 4-2. And then I go to Trainer Zaffrey. So again, it's been luck for my season, for my wins. But Jin played really well in Ashy's stead. And if it wasn't for this mistake, Ashy would have been above me on the standings. But because of this, I believe I'm at the top of my division right now. Not the conference, because that's ARF, and that guy was undefeated. But standings, I'm at the top. So then I played Trainer Zaffrey, and what I remember is offensive Zapdos, an offensive Garchomp. Don't remember. So let's just go to it. So Zapdos goes in, starts against the can't remember that thing's name. Aromatisse, that's it. So I'm just trying to do damage. And I figured he'd switch there, so I went for the Heat Wave. And he threw up a Wish, which was smart, so... damage. So I go into here thinking he's going to Thunderbolt, and he Ice Punches. So that was smart. So I go for the Earthquake trying to take it out, and he switched into Ferrothorn, which is smart again. So I switch into Zapdos, and he knocks off. Now, the play I think he made a mistake on was here. Instead of switching into Ferrothorn, he switched into Dugtrio. Trapped this, killed it. But, I mean, we all don't think in the match at all. Everything's hindsight, I guess. But that was what I was thinking whenever he did that. It's like, crap, he sent in Dugtrio, and he did. So he knocks off my leftovers, which sucked. So I go for Tailwind here, and then Thunderbolt. It's going to kill me with the Fire Blast. Now, right here I'm stupid. I have 2 turns of Tailwind left, and I Sword Stance. I don't even know why I Sword Stance. I didn't need Sword Stance, but I Sword Stance. And he Fire Blasts, and gets the burn, which sucks because now I do less damage to everything else, and he just did damage to my Garchomp. I could have taken this out with no damage. He would have had to go for... in the Aromatisse... no, Aromatisse one would have died. Yeah, this would have did so much damage to his team. He would have to go into Ferrothorn and take a +2 Earthquake, and I don't even know if it's surviving that. Probably, but not well. So then he switches out into Dugtrio here, and goes for the Earthquake and takes me out. So I switch out into Aggron. Mega Aggron's so bulky, it just eats that up. I go for the Stone Edge thinking he was going to go into Hawlucha. Throw another Stone Edge in case he wanted to switch. And so then he goes into this thing, and the Earthquakes, and of course my Stone Edge missed. So allowed him to do the Volt Switch off, which does more damage than the Earthquake did. And I go for another Stone Edge on this, and yeah, it doesn't do that much damage. So here I go for my Stealth Rocks to weaken the Hawlucha, if it's Sash. Well, if it's Sash, I just helped it on Burden, so I'm stupid there, but oh well. I go for the Icicle Crash, and it just takes out the Electivire. Then here I switch Ditto in, trying to scout his set, and he goes for the Power Whip, and he does damage to me. So I mean, now he switches out to the Aromatisse as I knock off, so I knocked off his leftovers. Stops it from any recovery, and I go right into Florges, and this is Moonblast, HP Fire. I mean, at least he missed suck, but it's not really a big difference because the Florges still killed this in 2 hits with HP Fire. He goes to Hawlucha. If he has Poison Jab, I believe it's offensive, so you can kill it. But he goes for the Zeev Bulk Up, which I thought was a misplay because this thing took it out in 1 hit. And then he's going to go to Aromatisse, and Aromatisse is going to get taken out. So now I'm 4-2. Or 5-2, sorry, 5-2. Which is already way better than I thought I was going to do for this season. 5-5 was my goal, and I'm 5-2, which means I've already reached my goal. So earlier on than I thought. So now I played Mega Butterfree, and I like this match. It's a good match. We'll see. We both make a few mistakes in the match, though. I start Zapdos. He starts Crocodile. I start with a Signal Beam. See if it was Scarfed or not, and it was not, so that's good. Knocked off my Expert Belt. So then he switches out, and I do a Thunderbolt, because I figured he was going to switch there. And I Roost, and he goes for the Drain Punch, which is smart. So then I figured, alright, if I Roost again, he's going to go for a Drain Punch. Just do some damage. But he's smart, and he goes for Ice Punch. So either way, like, that was a good by him. So I Moonblast to Tapu Koko. As he goes for a U-turn, and then U-turns right into this. And I thought about HP firing there. I thought about HP, because this thing has HP fire again. So I thought about HP firing this, but I was like, I'll Moonblast, because if he stays in, I would rather kill the Koko and worry about this later. But this thing is EV'd to take a Smart Strike. And so I finished it off with HP fire. Um, so he goes out to make a Pidgeot. I go out to Vaporeon. I was like, now this was a neutral natured. I kind of messed up the EVs on this, or not the EVs, the thing on this. This was a HP special defense neutral nature. So I go throw up a wish as he goes into his Crocodile. Now his mistake right here is he could have killed this, but he goes for Stealth Rocks, I believe. No, he goes for Earthquake or knockoff. And then so I get my HP back. And then I go for the Scald, and he goes for Stealth Rocks, which was a mistake on his part because he should have killed me there. So Tapu Koko comes in. I figured this Vaporeon is dead, so I'm just going to attack it. And yeah, no. And he told me later on after the match, because I didn't calc it all, but he told me that that was a roll to kill. But I mean, that's a good thing to kill because that Tapu Koko did work to my team. So then I try to stall him out of some Hurricanes. Well, at least one. And so he takes out Vaporeon. I go to Garchomp. And he's going to switch. So I just Dragon Claw. Because it's Scarf Garchomp, I believe. So yeah, so I Dragon Clawed twice. And I Dragon Claw again. I'm just taking out this Kofbrigus. So then he goes into his Hitmonchan and the Mach Punch crit. I don't remember if the crit mattered. I don't think it did. I think he just killed anyway. So I go to my Sigilyph and I go for Cosmopower, and he's got Ice Punch here. I forgot that he had Ice Punch in this thing. I'm not even gonna lie. Forgot he had Ice Punch. So my thing was I'll Roost here, and I will go for Roost again. And he's gonna keep going for the Hurricane. He's trying to confuse me, I believe, and I'm just trying to get back as much HP as possible. So right here, I store powered, and then I switch out, and I go into Forges. I sack this off. Why? Because anything, I got an Icicle Crash here. Anything it goes into will die. So I Icicle Crash against this, and it dies. So then he goes to his Hitmonchan, and I do the Ice Shard, trying to beat out his Mach Punch and do some damage. Now right here I thought I lost, so I roosted because I thought a Mach Punch would do it, but he told me his Mach Punch, and this is max HP, max speed. He told me on a no HP set, it does like 8 point something damage anyway, so he lost. He couldn't Mach Punch, he had to go for the Ice Punch. So he knew right there that Sigilyph would take out him. I think it was 1 star power, and I was killing that thing. So that's a nice job, Mega Butterfree. And right now we are 6-2. Thank you for the match, Mega Butterfree. Like, I literally thought you won with this thing. So then we go and we play Magmar. Now this is a good battle because this is a battle for Pittsburgh. We're both Pittsburgh teams. I'm the Huge Powers. He's the Pittsburgh Thunderbolts or Thunderbirds. So we're playing. So the one thing I knew I was bringing the entire time was the Zapdos because I stole his mascot. So he leads with Smeargle. I lead with this. Now I fake on this for this Smeargle because I predicted that lead. That was my lead prediction, was Smeargle because it's obvious. And then I went for the kill, but he brought in his Rotom, which is smart. So I got an X-Cloud, and he's going to Volt Switch out. This is a Scarf X-Cloud, but he doesn't know that at that point. So he goes into this. And this has Surf specifically for this. Now that did about 60%. So he's Calm Minds up, which should have that. But what he doesn't know is that 60% was a low roll. That was on the lower end, so the second Surf takes it out. He goes to Mr. Clean, and I switch out. I go to my Eevee. He Toxics it, which is cool. Now I go for the... Do I go for the Toxic here? No, Wish. I go for the Wish. And he just... I Ice Beam this, and he Giga Drains me, so he gets most of his health back. But that's okay, because I go out to Stolen Mascot, like I said, stole his mascot. And he predicted the Heat Wave, which is smart. So then I go for the Thunder, or no, I don't go for Thunderbolt. I switched in the Aggron. I should have went for Thunderbolt, but I was like, his Volt Switch might do a lot. Now, I knew Special killed, but I was kind of banking on Physical, and so that was my mistake. So the battle for Berg is not going good for me. So he uses Glaciate, which is a smart move. So then I switch right into Zapdos, and he uses Blue Flare. Now it's a speed tie, and so I lose the speed tie, obviously. So now I'm down 5-3. So I send out Axe Cloud, and I get the kill. And then I want to do damage to this, so I do Boom Burst on that as well. And it drains me and gets some health back. So right here, I go for a Swords Dance. Or Substitute. And he sends out a Smeargle. So then I start Sword Standing up, because this was my Swords Dance fodder. And I knew Mr. Clean. I can't kill this if it's physically defensive with this +2, so I Swords Dance again. And he has the HP Ice Tech, which is smart. But right now I'm at +3, so this will take that out. Now he's going to go into this. So right here I sub up. If he would have went for Giga Drain, I would have. If he went for Giga Drain, would have broke the sub, but I would have killed his. Yeah, but next turn I would have killed his Tangela. So then I just Dragon Claw from here on out. And I Dragon Claw again. He tried to get this back to max health, but yeah. So then he goes into Scarf, Hitmonlee, high jump kicks, and I Dragon Claw and take this out, and then I take out the Smirk. Now, I didn't know this at the time, but he was like modest, max attack, take choice specs, Tangela. So the damage he did would have definitely killed or taken out, or not taken out, did a lot to Sharknado. So, I don't know what he was thinking. I don't know what he thought I was thinking, but I mean, it was a good match, Magmar. Literally, like that Scarf Hitmonlee would have killed me. Yeah. So then our last match was against King Rich, and from what I can tell, he likes to set up. So I brought my Ditto, and I also brought Aggron because Aggron does a lot to his team. So, and Zapdos does pretty good amount to his team anyway. So let's go. We start. So the Cloister, I start with Aggron. He's gonna switch out into Celesteela. I'm gonna just Heavy Slam, or Roar. I'm gonna Roar out because I thought he was gonna Shell Smash there. He goes for Z Tectonic Rage, and that's a crit, and does 45 because this thing is bulky. So I start setting up curses, and then he Baton Passes into Celesteela. Now, so he's in Elite Seed, and I'm gonna Fire Punch, and that does 70%. And I was like, alright, so maybe he's not carrying the Flamethrower, but he is carrying the Flamethrower. I was surprised he didn't go for that in the first place to take this out. And it's a special attacking set, which is good to know. So I send out Zapdos, even at +1 speed. It can't outspeed this Zapdos, so he just dies. He goes Cloister, and I go for another Thunderbolt, bring it down a stash, and of course he's gonna Shell Smash here. But he completely forgot I had Ditto. Like, completely forgot I had Ditto. So I'm gonna go, he has Rock Blast on this, so I go for a Rock Blast and take this out. He's gonna go to his Ambipom and fake me out. But that doesn't kill. So he has to hope for a Rock Blast miss, or for me to switch out. But no, he's gonna sacrifice his Glalie. Okay. And he's gonna right back out of Ambipom, and he's gonna do another 30-some%, 34%. So, because of his Shell Smash, he's losing 3 Mons because the Rock Blast hits again. I didn't find that a very smart move. So then he fakes out again. So I go to X-Cloud, and of course I'm going to Boom Burst and kill that. And he's going to go to his Scolipede, and it's Scarf X-Cloud, so I'm Boom Burst and kill that. He's going to Poison Jab, and then Boom Burst again and kill it. And so I ended my season 8-2. The top of my division, second in the conference behind Archimedes, and clinched the 2nd seed for the playoffs. So next week I play Ashy in the playoffs, and we're gonna see how that goes. His team is very scary. The only reason I have a win against him from the first place is because of a forfeit win because of Jin accidentally bringing the wrong set. But that team's gonna be hard to prep for. So can't wait to see how we do, and I'll see you guys next week.